Good morning and welcome. This morning, bit chilly here in the North Island, so yeah, 6 degrees outside. So if you are in the North Island, it's not a bad morning, but if you're in the South Island, presumably it's much colder there. This morning we're talking about rugby, and we're going to talk about the South African Buffaloes that's going to play the Waikato Legends, and we've got Stoney Steenkamp. Stoney, good morning.
How you doing?
Find yourself, mate.
Good. I have to say it's a chilly morning down here in Waikato also.
It's chilly everywhere this morning. So you guys are going to play rugby on the same field that rugby was played 100 years ago by the Springboks. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. So in 100 years ago, 1921, the first Springbok team toured New Zealand. And I think their third game they played was against Waikato, and that was the same year that Waikato was formed with all the sub-unions. So they played Waikato that day on Claudelands, when Claudelands was still a rugby field, and that was before FMG was built, obviously.
Okay.
So they played that game. South Africa won 6-0, if I'm correct. So Waikato is basically going and they're converting the whole Claudelands field back into a rugby field, just for this event.
All right. So it'll be quite interesting to relive this, and especially with the Waikato then being 100 years old. Is that right?
Yeah. So the guys from Waikato is that they're really putting in a lot of effort. So they're going around the post. It's going to be hay bales again for post covers. Our jerseys, I got the mock-up on Monday. So what we're doing is we're taking the names of the Springboks and the Waikato players of 1921. So we're playing with their names on our backs.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we're going back to old school, that old heavy cotton jerseys. That's being imported from England. So
right.
You know how that. So just to pay a little bit of homage to the guys that played in 1921. It's just a celebration of rugby and what it meant. What the link between New Zealand and South Africa is. I realized living in New Zealand, the respect, it's huge. So it's just basically just bring some homage to those guys.
That's right. And this is a event that's open to the public as well.
Yes, it's a free event on the day.
Free event.
It's a free event on the day.
Because there's no reason why we can't be there.
No, so in Waikato, it's a huge thing to have a Mulu parade. So Mulu being the mascot. So we will start the Sunday morning, 11 o'clock, with a Mulu parade down Main Street, where everyone will be walking through in the supporters' gear. They close down the main street, so we walk through. We start that at 11 o'clock. The plan so far is to have two of the sub-unions, the female teams, play the pre-game for us. So they'll play at 12 o'clock, and then 1 o'clock we will kick off. And the guys went out of their way, really. They're even designating a little area for the South Africans to light a fire and braai.
Ja, no, so braai.
Yes, Gary's gaan nou braai.
It's gaan nou braai.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds like way more fun than you normally have at a rugby game, eh?
Yeah, no, it's the guys they're really amped, and I think because they're used to it, it's normally these games they show up, they play, and it went within the past 2 months. This went into a whole different level. Waikato is super excited about it. The guys on the group super excited. The boys in the team really, it's awesome seeing South Africans putting up their hand. Sponsors that came on board. It's just building a community around this game.
That's right.
And that's why we do it. It's for the love of the game and getting it out there.
Have you got enough players?
Yes, we have. We had 3 players pull out due to injury. So luckily we had a little backup list, and then guys that slotted in easily. And training is a bit of a struggle because people are coming from all over. We're all the way down in Blenheim on the South Island, all the way up. Tauranga's got a few guys coming. Auckland, Whangarei, Cambridge, Hamilton. So getting the guys together for training is a bit difficult.
How do you do training with a guy in Blenheim? By Zoom or what?
we put out little challenges. So weekly, so we'll have someone go and they'll hit the Stairmaster, say for instance, for 40 minutes. All right, cool. I did 3,500 steps, challenges on, or I did a 5K in 25 minutes.
Okay.
So it's basically pushing each other on social media. And then we're about 13 guys from Hamilton, the Waikato area.
Okay.
So we get together on a Sunday, game of touch.
That's right.
We had Snap Fitness was awesome. We on Sunday when it was raining, I phoned them up at 9 o'clock. I'm like, listen here, guys, we need to train. I'm like, no, you used the gym, more than welcome. So it's people in the community just pulling together and basically being awesome.
Oh, that's great. That's really great. On the day, you guys are still, because everybody's going to travel up towards Hamilton on the day and thus be there ready to play and so on.
Yeah.
How long before the time are they going to come up?
All right. So the idea or the plan, Friday night, Waikato is having a black tie event, celebrating 100 years of Waikato Rugby, and then so that will be held at Claudelands also.
Yep.
Tickets will go on sale probably within the next few weeks. And they'll take you on a path through the history of Waikato Rugby.
Right.
Saturday evening we have a kid presentation at Mystery Creek. We'll have a bit of a dry, watch the game, watch the Springboks take on the All Blacks up in Auckland, and then obviously the Sunday. So it is a weekend event. We'll end off at Spades Ale House, which is one of the former All Blacks. It's his bar, so our last function will be. It is a whole weekend
of fun, basically.
Yes.
What time does the whole procession start on the Sunday?
On the Sunday, so it will be the Mulu parade will be at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
We'll probably start getting together from 10:30. One of our sponsors came through and he got us a 23-meter track that he is converting it with stands and painting it green so that all the families and kids can be involved. And so like I said, the sponsors really, really, it is. I'm going to say it again. It's amazing the way people just pull together for us.
That's right. And what time are your game?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. All right.
Yeah, 1 o'clock kickoff.
So there's no reason why everybody can't be there.
No, you'll be out of church. You can have a late lunch, and so yeah.
And I mean, even the guys from Auckland can drive through for the day and come and have a bit of a party in Hamilton. So
yeah, just take the Monday.
Why not? So yeah, all your players. What ages are they? Because I've heard a bit of a story that you guys don't take younger players.
Yeah, so we'll be playing crazy rules. So over 35.
Okay.
Waikato was nice enough to be lenient and give us an age gap up until 33. So we have the youngest guys in the team are 33, and then we have all the way up. I think the oldest guy is 62. Yeah,
goodness me.
Yeah, so we've got a few names in there. A few guys that played a bit of provincial rugby. Kevin Platt and ex-Springbok running position for us. So yeah, it's all that experience pulling through. The lines might not last, but hopefully the mindset is there.
And then the referee. Do you guys know who that's going to be?
So at the moment, hopefully still it's Craig Bear. Hopefully. He might be stuck in South Africa busy with sevens. So I think that will be discussed at our next meeting. We'll be taking his if he can't make it.
But that'll also be a great day for him.
Yeah, no, it will be awesome. It's nice having a ref that you can chat a little bit of Afrikaans to.
Yes, at least. Stoney, you guys have got supporter gear. Show us what your T-shirt look like.
Yes, I can actually. So this is the official. This is our shirts we'll be wearing afterwards. So this is the player shirts, and then our sponsors will be receiving shirt like this. As you can see, wrong. Got some of the sponsors already. Then there's supporters gear. Let me grab this quickly. So supporters gear can be ordered on the Facebook page. So there's lovely hoodies.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The hoodies, and then the supporters gear. And then the golf strips will look like this. So it's going with the bold green. And there's kit sizes. There's something for the girls, something for the guys. But on the Facebook page, that's your link in the bottom will all the information. They can contact me. Options, and then we try and get it out as quickly as possible. About a 2 to 3 week turnaround, getting it out if not in Hamilton or in Cambridge.
Okay. So where did this brainchild come from to organize this day?
So it was basically, we went to a meeting with Waikato, and we sat in the meeting, and they said, all right, they've got this idea. We wanna have this game, the Centurion game. And from there it just snowballed. It happens when you have 8 guys in a room that's passionate about rugby, and they just start brainstorming. And if you have a few guys that can take brainstorming and make it a reality, it just starts growing and growing and growing. And I think it was about 3 weeks in, I looked at my wife and I said, nah, this thing is going to explode and it's going to go big. And so Foxy at Waikato, Alan, Vince, they're great guys to work with. They've got a passion for the game. It's a culture. So
that's right.
It just snowballed from there, and we're sitting with something that's getting pretty big.
That's right. And I mean that this would be another 100 years before something like this can happen again.
It's a once in a lifetime experience. It's something where, to me, it's where I got triggered is when our first meeting, when they took us through the Waikato Museum, the Rugby Museum.
Okay.
All the Springbok memorabilia there, the Super Rugby memorabilia, and when we got to the 100-year wall, there's a wall where they have the information about the game that was played in 1991.
Okay.
And when Foxy turned around and said, "You see that open space there? That's where your jerseys and stuff were going to come." I went, "Wow, okay, cool. This is big.
That's right. Yeah, and I mean, you guys are basically stepping into the shoes of the Springboks.
I won't go that far.
I'm going to go that far and saying that. I mean, they're not here to play the game, so
they can come down from Auckland if they need a warm down.
Yeah, but they've got bigger ambitions. It looks like so.
I would say it's representing South Africa and South African rugby means to New Zealand.
Yeah.
Like I said, the rivalry, the history, it is. And living in New Zealand, there's no bigger matchup than the All Black Springbok game. It's everything left around. It's the past 2 years we couldn't have those games, and the 100th game is being played in Wellington the weekend. The 100th test match between Springboks and New Zealand is being played in Wellington the weekend prior to us.
Yep.
Having to wait 2 years for that, we all hope that would have been in the World Cup final. So bring that to New Zealand, bring Springbok Rugby back to New Zealand. It's going to be, I think, the buzz and the vibe of the excitement around those 2 weeks is just going to be
massive. It'll be massive. Yeah. I've got a good suggestion here coming from Leon Avanan saying, "I take it there will be a haka, so will we be having an impy?"
I think we might have an impy, but I think it's a little bit difficult with the import rules and getting a Springbok Feliki through custom.
So, but I mean, you probably will be facing a haka on that day.
I hope so. That will actually be because Waikato is a province or area that's rich in tradition, Maori tradition. They really the schools over here, just the culture they have over here, it's really, really strong. So I hope that will be awesome. We have I think if they're doing a forfeit or a meet beforehand, that will be awesome.
Will that be the first time that you will be facing a haka?
Yes, that will be officially the first time we'll be facing a haka if that happens.
So that'll be a challenge on its own as well. So
yeah, they'll have to probably set rules and how close you can get and how much you can soak it in, and
yeah,
they want to get carded before the game.
Yeah. And I mean that's part of the game, and I think the ties that will be made on that day will be wonderful, and that will probably carry on a long time after the game has been played. So
I must say, I think the friendships that will be made, the contacts that will be made, it's something. It's never in my life I would have thought I'll be jogging out with someone like Kevin Putt, and someone that has a rich history in Natal rugby, Sharks rugby, Springbok rugby, all the way back to. So I teach at Leamington, and we were chatting last week, and Buddy told me, "Yep, Leamington was my old primary school." I'm like, well, that's cool.
Okay.
So, so I think it's friendships that will be made, connections. There's some of the guys that's coming with Patty that played big rugby in New Zealand. So I think it's just going to be just meeting legends is always fun.
It is. Yeah. Just somebody saying we need to fly an Impy on the day. Somebody else saying can't wait. We will face it together. It's probably one of your players. That.
Yeah. That looks the rugby ball arm. That's probably John.
Yeah. And then Leon saying, are there any restrictions on contact, or will it be a full go, or any other special rules?
All right. So Prezi rules is basically the scrums are static. Your eighth man can't pick up and go.
Okay.
Obviously, common courtesy, like I say, rugby is a hooligan sport played by gentlemen. Yeah. So obviously, common courtesy, if you are a 6'3", 130 kilogram lock, and you are carrying the ball, and you've got a F4 black who's 62 years old in front of you, you're not going to go full steam over. We're still gentle.
I was just wondering, will ACC cover all that the day thereafter? Will they cover all that?
I think it's going to be line at Waikato Hospital, but it's going to be competitive.
Yep.
And like any rugby game, for 80 minutes, as the tempo rises, you go with it.
That's right.
But like I say, it's still at the end of the day, it's a celebration of rugby. It's not trying. It's not staking a claim and dominance and testosterone. It's just enjoying it.
They're just saying, if I say all black, I am. So, Stoney, the older guys in the team.
Yes.
All right. Are they going to be able to pull this through?
We're a squad of 30 on the day. So I had a discussion with one of the guys, and he played high level rugby, but he is 56 at the moment. Okay. And he said he doesn't know if he maybe wants to pull out if he's going to hold it. And I told him, if you are on the field for 2 minutes and your knee goes, you played the game.
That's right.
It's not about. It's about bringing guys together and basically just, like I said, just enjoying the day and creating memories.
And it's going to be tough.
It is. Yeah. There's no such thing as an easy.
It's going to be tough, and sadly, you guys aren't nearer to each other that you could practice a bit harder and learn more tricks between each other. So it's even tougher for you guys.
Yeah, and I think the guy from Waikato also, they've got people that's spread also all over New Zealand, and they also only getting together on the Saturday.
Oh, okay.
No, it's we still haven't seen their team list, so we'll know when we get it.
There could be a few surprises in there.
There are a few legends that I know live in Cambridge that basically turned 35 this year. Yeah, there goes.
That's quite interesting. Yeah. So the people can get the gear, and I hope a lot of people get the gear before the time, so that we can be a united front on the field there, that you guys can at least see we are watching you. It's difficult to see single spectators among the crowd, but if the crowd stands out in green, or I hope most of the people take the green shirts, not the white ones. So yeah.
Yeah, no, it will. it will be awesome to get there, and there will be a sea of that.
So
Especially the blue parade, just having everyone united.
that's right. And if there's anybody out there who feel they want to have their name linked to the squad as well, and you want to do a donation, or so it's easy, just contact Stoney. Stoney is the guy for that. So they still need some money. We've made that establishment this morning, so it's quite expensive, this whole exercise.
Yeah, when you start paying things in dollars, it becomes expensive.
Especially the fact that you guys have to buy 64 shirts. It's not a small feat.
Yeah, so the idea we had, we discussed it with Waikato. So we are making 64 of each rugby jersey, and so every guy in his kit will get 2 jerseys. So at the end of the game, he can go to his opposite number that played for Waikato on the day, and they can do a jersey swap.
Okay.
So each player at the end of the day, because I went, it will look awesome in a bar. Just having the Buffaloes jersey and the Waikato jersey of the day.
That's right.
In the game worth 2 jerseys.
Well, that's something that your kids will talk about one day.
And the only other jerseys that will be available will be Waikato will be auctioning off 15 of each on the evening, the Friday evening with the black tie event. And then Waikato was nice enough. I get 1 extra set. 1 Buffalo jersey extra and 1 Waikato jersey extra that we can use to raise funds.
Okay. Oh, that's great.
So it's will be a really limited edition jersey.
And I mean, you have to wait another 100 years before this will happen again. Yeah. So yeah, we hope in 100 years they still play rugby. You don't know with the crowd going forward these days.
Yeah. Hopefully it's still. It lasted 100 years, more than 100 years.
Lasted 100 years already, so yeah. That's good.
Easy.
Tell us a bit about your players.
All right, so on the list we have like I said, we have guys coming from all over New Zealand. A few guys that played a bit of provincial rugby back in South Africa. Some of the guys that played for Hong Kong. I opened this. Can you still see me if I open?
I can still see you, yeah.
All right, cool. Just check. Yeah, so we have, obviously we have Kevin Putt coming through. We have Rafi. So Rafi played huge rugby in New Zealand and in Natal. We've got a few guys from Blue Bulls, Pumas, Natal again. And then a few guys have played a bit of varsity cup for Techies and Booker. So yeah, so it's but age still counts. It's still hurt. So let's see how it goes today.
It's going to be no easy game this. Yeah. No, it's quite interesting, and I mean the guys are. I'm part of the Facebook or the WhatsApp group, and it looks like we're all psyched up there. So. It's just to keep that momentum going until the game.
Yeah, it is. It's still 3 months away, so it's just keeping that. And we have a few guys outside of the group that's coming to the table. So we have people like Gary van Asviet and Fransje van Coke who posted a video this morning. Last night when I woke up and my phone went off. And so the news, it's getting out there. People are getting involved. People are getting behind it. It's going to be big.
I think a question that nobody has asked yet, but that I want to ask is, what about television? Will it be broadcasted on television or not?
It is going to be streamed. We have a few options. We still just need to clarify. We'll probably discuss that in our next meeting. It will either be Bev's TV, Grassroots, so it will definitely be streamed out on Facebook, YouTube, and we'll have all those links.
That's great.
Yeah, on Waikato's page, they'll also share all the links.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Anything else you want to tell us? I mean, we still got about 4 minutes left.
4 minutes left. Putting me on the spot here.
Putting you on the spot here.
Do you have any more questions left? It's just it will be lovely to see all the South Africans, the 70,000 South Africans in New Zealand, pulling together for that weekend. according to the game, it's going to be an awesome vibe. Just celebrating rugby that weekend from the Friday night with the black tie event all the way through till having a few brown fizzies afterwards at States Ale. So it is going to be awesome. And then just I would like to say to the people that came on board so far, Jan, you came on board also in a huge way. Black is Sharp, guys that came forward for the kit, MP, Sterling Finance, Snap Fitness helping out when we need to train, consent. So it's people came forward and they really, South Africans coming forward and saying, yes, guys, we like what you're doing. Here's a few bucks to help out. And it really came a long way so far. And
it's going to be fun.
That's going to be fun.
I'm going to be there, so I'll be there from the Friday onwards, probably. Saturday.
We're from the Friday, Saturday night with the kit presentation. It's going to be a great one.
All right. Stoney, thanks a lot for your time this morning. I know you need to go to work now.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you want to tell the people what you do?
So for this, I'm actually a primary school teacher. So yeah, I've got a function today or a workshop today at Lordlands for sports development. So I'll be there. I'll probably leave now to try and beat traffic.
All right, Stoney, thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, Jan. All right, enjoy it.
Yes, we'll talk again. Thanks, man. Right. Okay, bye-bye. All right, guys, that was Stoney from the SA Buffalo team that's going to run up against the Waikato Legends. And I hope to see a lot of you out there on that day. And if anybody's out there that still want to sponsor something towards this team, please feel free to contact Stoney. All right, I'm out, and I'll see you next Thursday, same time, same.